Hi, Jamie.
Oscar.
Hi, Oscar.
Hi, Albert. I don't know if you agree with me, but right now it's very common to see these mashup of genres on films, like comedy and drama, mix up. But the first one, I think, was James L. Brooks. It's my opinion.
Yep.
And the question is to both of you how it is to be directed by him.
Well, you've hit it. He is a master at that mashup, that combo platter of comedy and drama and politics and emotions. And so the collision of all of those has to be navigated and, first of all, written with a really intricate mind. And it certainly has to be directed that way. And that was it for me. I've been a fan of his forever.
Albert?
I never really understood why those things were separated anyway. Because they're not separated in life.
Exactly.
If you have dinner with a friend, he's gonna tell you something that's gonna break your heart, and then 2 minutes later you're gonna laugh. It's just the way humans are. So that's Jim's best gift, is that that's what he writes. He just writes a real segment of what people do. And people laugh and cry all the time, mostly in the same day, So it starts with the writing.
Exactly.
The scene has to be written that way, and then Jim knows what he wants, and he'll get it.
But I think it's difficult to get it right, you know what I mean? O sea, sounds like, no, supposed to be like
it's
easy.
difficult if you can't write it.
Exactly.
If you can hear it and write it, that's the beginning. Then you can hire people who can act it, and then you make sure they're doing what you hear. So it's not impossible. The hard thing is the writing. It has to be written, because otherwise there's nothing to direct. You know? If you're doing a slapstick comedy, that's all you're doing. You got to make sure, hey, when he pokes you in the eye, make sure he hits your eye. You're not having a discussion like your kid's in trouble, you don't have the money to help him, So if it's written for both, a good director like Jim will get both out of it.
Another subject that it's very interesting that it's on the movie, it's women in politics, in power.
Yeah, baby.
And we have our first
Yes.
Mexican woman president right now. We are very proud of it.
We're proud of it here. I mean, what an extraordinary woman.
Yeah, I saw somebody in the news, they grabbed her and she's suing them.
But you know what? Besides that, I think she's such a great example that with the pass of time, people are going to get it. You know what I mean? The example she's giving to a lot of girls right now here.
Absolutely.
Well, and this is a movie called Ella McCay.
Exactly.
And Ella McCay is a young, idealistic, beautiful human being from a very challenging family who has hope and belief that you can help other people, that that's the job of a public servant. And we get to watch her as she navigates the world filled with, as you said, everything, sadness, laughter, love, betrayal, regret, all of it. But we've also, in this country, 2 days ago, had an election where 2 women were just elected, young women were elected governorships. This is an enormous shift in this country. And it's fantastic that we have a movie coming out called Ella McCay about this young woman who becomes governor of the state that she was born and raised in.
That's right.
It's thrilling.
The movie should do well in New Jersey.
Yes, and Virginia.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to be a big hit in Virginia.
The best part is that she follows her values, you know what I mean, at the end of the movie, at the end of the story. And that it's very moving, because she stays to her truth, you know what I mean, until the end.
But that means she has values.
Exactly.
And you get values by both your own experiences, hopefully by people who've helped raise you, which is the privilege for me in the movies. I could play her auntie. But we're looking at politics where so many people have no values. You look at people and what they're doing, and you go, where are your values?
Your values are only to win.
And money.
Yeah.
And that's not a value. That's just greed and avarice. So I'm with you. The feeling you're having, we're having also about the movie and how thrilling it is that Jim Brooks wrote this 15 years ago.
Exactly. It's not coincidence, you know what I mean? When I saw the movie yesterday night, and I was just keep thinking about it. God, o sea, it's timely, you know what I mean? It's like he wrote it, no, like last
Yeah,
week.
and I think he was smart to he put it in 2008 because today the subject of politics is so
Divisive.
it's so divisive. You don't even want to start a conversation. So one of the cool things I thought about the movie was that it took place before the craziness in this country really took hold. And so therefore you could sort of tell a story, a direct story about a woman who's going to be the governor of a state without worrying that the current president's going to drop AI feces over her head.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, but also in the narration, it says, this is a time when right after 2008 where we still liked each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it says it in the movie, it's in the text. That's, you're setting the stage for a time when in fact we all could,
We hadn't broken up
we
yet.
haven't broken up as a country.
We were still dating.
I don't want to sound very intense, guys, but another thing that I saw in the movie, it's if you are successful in your professional life, you have to be successful on your personal life. You know, you have to have a balance of it. If you don't have it, it's not worth it.
Well, that's the human answer. But, you know, there are very large numbers of very successful people that don't have that balance.
Mhm.
You know, with several divorces or not even making an attempt anymore. But obviously the ideal is to have both. That's the ideal. But sometimes that's really hard to get.
But we've also fed that to women. You know, I mean, that was the whole, for the longest time, women had no work, right? The women's job was in the home.
Right.
Then all of a sudden women started working. So this work-life balance for women particularly, and it's a movie about a young, idealistic working woman, it's a conundrum.
It's not fair, you know what I mean, Emily?
Well, life isn't
Well,
fair.
you know, it is what it is.
I mean, but here, I'm a good example.
Exactly.
I am a working mother. I've raised 2 children from birth. They're both adults. I've been married for 41 years to my husband, my first husband. And I've worked my whole life. Now, I have regretted parts of it. There have been parts of it that have felt very conflicting for me. But I'm a good example of someone who's managed to actually have both. I have a family life, I have a work life, and I have a political life, and I have a philanthropic life. And so I'm able, and I think it's a good example. Ellen McCay in our movie is really struggling, but she's much younger.
Guys, it's such a blast to talk to you. Such a
Yes,
smart one.
we should be having dinner. We could be
Yeah.
having.
You could have dinner like this. Here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Just some
Thank you.
tuna.
God bless
All
you.
my love to you
Talking
guys.
us.
Heraldo Podcast, un lugar para tus oídos.